Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's pop-up training on how to properly post Disney and Universal marketing content. My name is Mark Krebs. I'm a gold qualified consultant with Team Sunset, part of Team Empire, Team Rising Tide, and Team World Explorer. It's great to have you guys here tonight, especially since this was a last-minute training that I decided to do. But it's an important one because we want to make sure that you guys, especially you new agents and you old ones who may not know the actual rules for what you can and can't post with Disney and Universal, so that you don't get banned from the sites. I've seen it happen where people post the wrong types of images or the wrong types of videos from, thank you, Sarah, from both of these resorts, and their accounts have been suspended or even completely blocked from being able to sell those properties. And we don't want that to happen to you guys. So, and I got to thinking about this earlier today when I saw a great post from Disney on one of their Facebook pages, Disney Parks, the official Facebook page. And I posted it to my team and to our leaders chat. Sarah probably saw it and may have forwarded it to her team. Austin, you may have seen it as well. Shell and Denise, you guys should have seen it when I forwarded it earlier, about how Soarin' Across America is coming back for summer 2026 at both Epcot and at California Adventure for the bicentennial next year. And so that got me thinking about how you can use this in a social media marketing capacity for your clients. But then I also thought maybe I should do a training on the correct things that you can actually use to post to your clients from the approved sources. So that's what brought this training to life tonight. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys everything, and I'll take questions along the way as well. Feel free to unmute yourselves for any questions that you may have. But I've been a Disney specialist. I've been doing this for over 11 and a half years. I've been a Disney specialist technically for 12 years. And a Universal specialist for over 3. I've been with Archer and Evolution for over 3.5. So I'm coming up on my 4th anniversary being a Universal specialist with both parks, both Universal Hollywood and Universal Orlando Resort. So I know the tips and the tricks and where to find the information, the correct information of how and what you can post. And that I'm going to share with you guys tonight. So let's go ahead and get rolling here. Now, first of all, does everybody have access to Disney travel agents in here? First and foremost. Okay, because at least with Team Empire, you should have registered for that during your new agent orientation. Okay, so for those of you who do not, Denise, have you not taken new agent orientation yet? And Holly, you have not taken new agent orientation yet either? Okay, so Denise and Holly, I will show you guys exactly how to get registered for Disney. Right now, it'll be very quick. It is very quick, except for the password. The password's a pain, but you can work on that later. So, Holly, it doesn't matter. There's only one that you cannot register for until you can register for. Actually, there are a couple. So number 1 is Sandals, and that's at 3 months. Number 2 is Delta Vacations at 2 months active with us. And number 3 is Pleasant Holidays at 1 month active with us. Everything else you can register for. So that includes Disney. And Disney is a self-registration. And I'm going to walk you guys through that right now. So let me share my screen here. Okay. Let me move this out of the way. And I'm going to pull up my chat on the other screen. So I apologize if I am squinting a little bit here, guys. All right. So this is our Disney travel agent back page, disneytravelagents.com. Sarah, if you can put that into the chat, that'd be great. I appreciate you helping me. Yeah, and there are a lot right at first, but we only ask you to do 6 right off the bat for new agent orientation, at least with our team. So I don't know about the other teams in Rising Tide, like Team Smart Vacay or Team Beach Bosses, but I know with Team Empire, we do 6. And Disney Travel Agents is one of them. Thank you, Sarah. So Sarah just posted disneytravelagents.com into the chat box. I would copy and paste that into your browser and bookmark it, just like all of your other supplier login sites. So real quick, for those who have not registered, you're going to come to this page. You're going to go to create new account. You're going to simply put in your first name, your last name, your email address that's associated with Archer as of right now. Then you're going to create a password. Now, the password needs to be at least 16 characters. But here's the tricky part about it. It cannot have repeating characters like AAA, BBB, CCC, or consecutive characters like ABC or 1, 2, 3. Okay, and it must have a special character, at least one, in the password. Okay, so then my recommendation to make sure that you get it correct is to click this show passwords button and just type it in here. Okay, and make sure you have it correct. Once you are done with that, then you would click on I agree to the terms and conditions, and then yes. And then yes, I would like to receive updates, news, and other information. And that's going to be the same with all your suppliers, guys. You want to get the emails from the suppliers. And then you simply click on create account, and it'll log you in. And then it will ask you for our IATA number. Okay, and our IATA number, and I'm putting that in, is Archer's, basically it's Archer's social security number for all of our land suppliers. And this is the number that's going to associate you with Archer Travel. So it's 05824840. Okay. And yes, it is a tricky one. And profit agility did change, Sarah. 30 days now for profit agility. I did just see that. So once you create your account, you're logged in for the first time, you put in Archer's IATA number, then you're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my page. Yes, my password looks small. But that's because I've gotten grandfathered in over the years, thankfully, and I have not had to change my password yet. Another really, really good thing to do, guys, is save it to your browsers to make sure that you can have access to it. Okay? And I am really hoping this isn't true. So I was able to get into where we need to be earlier in the day, but because of that Amazon Web Services outage around the world, there may be some stuff I may not be able to show you, but I should be able to show you everything. So this is the main login page. But since we're talking about marketing, this is where you're going to go, is your marketing tools. And you've got several. There are 4 pages that you guys are going to want to use in order to market to your clients on social media. The Disney Travel Professionals Facebook page, Instagram page, and YouTube gallery. You can pull all of the material off of these 3 pages and share to your heart's content. Okay? The other place that you can get like still photos and videos from Disney is through Disney Copyright. So we're going to go into Disney Copyright right now. Now, you are going to want to read the spontaneous posting social media policy. Okay? This is very important to read. The reason why is because this tells you exactly what you can and cannot post. And I'm going to pull it up right now and read the highlights. And this was updated this year. So postings that do not require advance approval from Disney. If you're offering a Disney vacation product, i.e. a component of a Disney vacation, such as theme park tickets, special event tickets, etc., as long as you're following the nomenclature guidelines and brand guidelines, which are below, any posting that describes the Disney vacation product, providing that it includes Disney's provided product copy in full without modification. Okay, and I will show you where to find all of this here within Disney copyright in just a minute. So you got to follow all of this. That's a great question, Claudia, and I'm going to get to that. A posting by a travel agency that describes an offer needs not to be submitted to Disney in advance. Or the sharing of content that has been shared by Disney on the Disney Travel Professionals Facebook page, Travel Professionals Instagram page, or Disney Travel Professionals YouTube channel. Okay? So anything that requires advance approval from Disney, basically, if you're really looking to boost your stuff and do paid advertising, like boosting it, that requires advanced approval. So you can't boost these Disney posts on Facebook. Or a posting other than on Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, X, or Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. So the 7 major social media accounts. So that includes Snapchat. It has to be approved if you're doing it on Snap. You have to follow their brand guidelines, which are right down here. Everything must be posted to pages, channels, accounts, and blogs that are publicly accessible and are not private or gated. And what that means is they cannot be posted to pages that require a password to get into, because Disney will spot check these. And then everything right down here, they will notify you if you're no longer eligible to post under their policy, and you must immediately cease. Okay, so basically, you cannot have a private Facebook page and post about Disney. Okay, or a page on a website that is password protected for your clients and privately post on that page to them because it's not publicly accessible. Okay, so just make sure you guys read over this. Now, and I can tell you this from experience, having printed it, and I'm going to go back to it. We're going to go into Disney copyright. Now, we've got digital brochures too that you can send out to your clients for everything. So for Walt Disney World Resorts, Disneyland Resorts, the sales tools, like these quick reference flyers are really good for us. These calendar of events are really good for us. Yes, that's exactly right. And yes, you can post your stuff to your personal pages as well, Holly, as long as it is in brand with Disney. So you can post it to your personal page and your business Facebook page as long as it follows the brand guide. Okay? And this will all go for Universal as well. So the Good Neighbor Resort or the Good Neighborhood, the Good Neighbor Hotels, and all sorts of stuff. Disney Cruise Line, Nat Geo Expeditions, and Adventures by Disney. And if you guys haven't taken the Disney training yet, I really highly suggest taking them. They're great. Takes our 6 sections too. You get to the best. You're right now. Yes, these rules will also apply to client presentations. You are always going to want to use any images or videos, and that's what I was afraid of. You are always going to want to use images or videos from the Disney copyright site. Oh, now it's going to go. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on here. It just logged me out for some reason. Denise, you are with Fran. Talk to her. I always have my agent start right away with Disney because you get a mix of land and cruise. Because you get you get Adventures by Disney first. Then you get Aulani, which is the Disney resort in Ko'olina, Hawaii. Then you get Disney Cruise Line. And then you get Disneyland Resort, Walt Disney World Resort, and then you get Nat Geo Expeditions. That's how I have my agents do it, and then I have them go to Royal Caribbean. But talk to Fran. So here we go. I'm able to get in. Disney copyright has anything and everything that you could ever want, guys. Okay, digital brochures, documents, property maps, social media posts, pre-made social media things for you. Okay, so let's just look at this Disney Cruise Line Fort Lauderdale social media post. This is for 2026. But you guys see right down here, the approved copy. This is what you need to look. You need to look at, okay? And this is what has to go in and onto your post. You'll put in your agency name and put in your call CTA, or that's called a call to action. So contact me today to book your Disney Cruise Line dream vacation from Fort Lauderdale or something like that. Okay. Now this is important here too. It is approved for paid social media. So you can use this to boost it. So anything that says approved for paid social media, you could boost this post per Disney rules. And all you have to do, guys, simply click on the download button and it's downloaded. And then just make sure you're copying and pasting this exact copy or this exact caption and putting it directly into that post. Okay, does that make sense? So like I'll actually come back to this one and do it later. But let's say you're looking for something with the cat, like Cinderella's Castle. You just simply put it in the search terms, and it's not going to come up with Cinderella's Castle, but you can also broaden your search term and then do photography images, and here you go. This is an approved picture of Cinderella's Castle that you can use, or with Mickey, or with a little girl as a princess, probably who came out of the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, or a father and daughter. You guys can use all of this. Same thing goes for videos. But you can see right here, like there's 6,600 assets and they're adding more for everything. So let me go back to it. Destinations. You can sort it by destinations if you want. So if you're looking for only Disney Cruise Line, you can sort it by Disney Cruise Line. Their official logos are right here, like for the Disney Resort collections, or let's look at Walt Disney World Resort. Theme parks, and we'll do Magic Kingdom. So there's no official logo for Magic Kingdom or Epcot, but you guys see what I'm saying, right? So the same would go for any like videos that you're looking for. You just simply click on videos. And right now they've got 36 of them that we can use. So like this one right here, this is from Disneyland 70th with no call to action on it. Or the logo, the Disney 70th, the Disney 70th celebration at Disneyland. So, I mean, they have all of these guys that are ready made and ready to go for us. But this is what you can use. Okay, nothing off of Google or any other social media search. The only exception to that rule, well, there are a couple, and Claudia brought it up before in the chat. You can and are encouraged to use your own photos while you and your family are at Disney or videos. Also, if you have Canva, Canva has a new selection of Disney icons and approved Disney characters that you can also use in your marketing materials. So you can do that. You can use those characters in your Canva marketing materials. And you guys all saw my flyer earlier today. The left-hand image actually came right here off of Disney copyright. With the World of Color fountains, the pre-show with Kermit the Frog. I happen to love the Muppets. That was the one that grabbed my attention the most. So I just simply downloaded that, uploaded it to Canva, put it in my flyer, boom, done. So it's that simple, guys. So are there any questions about Disney before I move on to Universal? I would say, Sarah, that's a tricky one. What would you say on that? Because I would say yes, as long as you have their permission to use it. And in the case of Disney, I would honestly try to get written permission from them to do it just to cover yourself. That's what I would say. And I always have my clients sign something stating that they'll allow me to use their photos on my website and my social medias. Yeah, with permission, definitely. Especially with Disney and Universal. Okay, so Denise, when you go into Disney Travel Agents, it's right here in Marketing Tools and then Disney Copyright. Okay, now when you guys go in at first, it's going to ask you to sign up. Okay, and I'm going to bump Sarah's comment if I can find it here. There we go. I bump this comment down. Oh, that'll work. This is our Disney BDM, or Business Development Manager. Her name is Terra Williams. Okay, so you're not seeing, so Denise, you're not seeing reservations and offers, marketing tools, destinations, training and benefits, and My Disney Travel Agents? Are you on your phone or a, okay, so you're seeing that. So you hover over marketing tools. Okay, yep, so you just hover over marketing tools and you go down to Disney Copyright and digital brochures. Were you able to find it? So, okay, so the links that I get into in here, once you get approved to access Disney Copyright. So if it's asking you to register, you need to use our BDM, or Business Development Manager's name, Terra Williams. Okay, and request access. And you should get that in 2 to 3 business days. So if you have not requested access to Disney Copyright yet, because this is proprietary information, guys. Okay, so and they release new stuff to us ahead of time, and we'll tell you when you can release it to the public as well within Disney copyright, like specials and sales and stuff like that. So, and it's not often that we get specials and sales, but as Terra can agree to, we get really excited when we start to get them because it is very rare that Disney gives us specials. Agency owner is going to be Ron Archer. So, Jeff, when you register for Disney copyright, it should be asking for your BDM's name. You're going to say no to if you are not an agency owner, you are an independent contractor with a host agency. So, okay. I would say yes for marketing manager because you are going to be your own marketing manager. If I remember doing that correctly, that's what I have. Let me look. Yeah, and I have a couple of them on here, so sorry. My title is travel agent on here. Yeah. So on my user settings. So I'd say yes as the marketing manager. Marketing, social media marketing. Yeah, social media marketing, guys. And that'll work. They'll approve you. Once they see that you're Archer agents, that information will get pushed forward to Terra. Once they see that you're Archer agents, you guys will get approved pretty quickly, usually, unless Terra's not in the office. But she usually is. All right. So keep popping the questions in about Disney copyright if you do have any, but we are going to go ahead and move on to Universal. Universal is going to have the same, is going to have similar. If they ask for it, yes, it's in the chat. But Universal is going to have a very similar layout, but yeah, if it just asks for a name, Holly, then you're good. But here is the Universal link for Universal Partners Community. Okay. This is where you are going to log in for all of your training. Yes, you do have to register for Universal separately. Now, Universal is a bit different because you do not sell anything through Universal Partner Community. This is for resources for us. Okay, you sell everything for Universal through VAX. Okay, guys? So everything you sell for Universal is through VAX. But this is where we get all of our resources and you will do your training to become a Universal specialist. So up here, very similar menu. Okay, still going to be a drop down. So you got your home, training and perks, sales tools, explore, news and announcements, and support. Okay, front page, very typical, complete your Universal and U training. That's what it's called. There are 11 separate training courses, but they can take you around 6 hours to complete at once. I know, I've done it 4 times. So yes, Teresa, you do have to register for Universal separately. Yes, VAX is the supplier request form, correct. This is new right here, the Universal Kids Resort. This was just announced. We just got our training access to it on the 15th, Sarah. So just a note for you, we just literally 5 days ago, we just got access to the trainings for the new Universal Kids Resort in Irving, which I'm going to do tonight, I think. And then they have the holiday training too, the holiday season. But if you scroll down, you can see right here, it says Vax Vacation Access. So is where we do the online bookings for Universal. So make sure you're following the procedures and submitting a supplier request form for Vax, guys. All of their sales tools are going to be located right here in the sales tool tab or all the way at the top. It's simple. Just a drop down. Explore sales tools is what you're going to use. Okay. Occasionally, they will have orderable marketing materials. Yes, Teresa, to get access to this page, to Partner Community, where you're going to do your training, if you wish, for Universal, and to get your marketing materials, yes, you will register for Universal Partner Community as well. So right over here on the right-hand side, you guys will see two partner toolkits, one for Universal Studios Hollywood and one for Universal Orlando Resort. Both are marketing guides and content toolkits. So we're going to click on the Universal Orlando Resort one. And this has all of the information on it, guys. So read it. It talks about everything: authorized retailer, social media guidelines, copy guidelines, so the same thing. Like, I'm going to skip down here to the Globe B-roll, which is a video. B-roll is called a video. This has all sorts of information and video and images for you guys to use. Okay, so friends and family. Friends standing right in front of the globe with it rotating in the background. Right here, you could use this, download it, post it to your socials. Okay, we click on Volcano Bay, which is their water park if you've never been there. Here's all the copy that you would have to use for any of these and the headlines. Okay. So say you wanted to use this photo right here of the Meku water slide. Can't remember the full name of it. Download it and use either this short or medium copy. It's that simple, guys. They make it easy for us. Talk about express passes, which is like fast pass at Walt Disney World. Okay. So they get to skip the regular lines at most of their favorite rides and attractions. It's great. It's also included in the premium resorts as well in their room and ticket packages. But I mean, this is all for the holidays at Universal Orlando. I mean, this is all new copy for us that just came out in the last few days, which I love. And you have to include these legal lines if they say you have to. So the event legal line and the Universal legal line. Now, this is something we should always be saying to our clients anyway, or something similar. We should always be saying all prices are subject to change up to and until time of payment, full payment, or a payment of deposit. We should always be saying that as travel agents. Okay, because prices do change, guys. Okay, but so that's our legal line that we should be saying to everybody. But yeah, I mean, they make it very simple. Here are the logos for it. PNG files are transparent background, so it'll show up transparent. So this is going to be good for a light background. This will be good for a dark background. They've got it in Spanish right here. So if you're promoting to a Latin American clientele or Hispanic clientele, here you go. Photos right here. Use them with that exact same copy up there. These are some great photos, guys. I mean, there's more photos right down here. So our suppliers, no matter who you're using, make it really, really easy for us to market their products, and it sells. Okay? So it sells. Does anybody have any questions about anything I talked about tonight? Incredible Wall, Mr. Harvey Wall, everybody from North Carolina. He is one of my favorite agents to work with. Hi, Harvey. So, but does anybody have any questions about what I talked about, especially on the legality of what you can and can't do with Universal and Walt Disney World or Disney in general? Because again, that is really, really important. Both of those suppliers are very, very important to follow to the letter, because you do not want to get banned from selling their product, because those products are big money makers for us, guys. Take a Disney cruise for a family of 4. You're looking at an average of probably $8,500 to $9,000 in a basic ocean view cabin. Bump them up to a balcony, you're looking probably $11,000 and up from there. Yes, Robin, absolutely. You can absolutely post to your social media pages. It just cannot go to a private page. That's all. Yes, Universal, CLIA, our CLIA and our IATA numbers are the same. Yes. But you don't have to worry about that at all because, well, yeah, you do need to put that in to just show affiliation. Sorry, just use our IATA number or CLIA, whichever one it's asking for. Now, when it comes to that, though, guys, if you do have a supplier that asks you if you have a personal CLIA number, then you can put your personal CLIA number in there as well. But just put the IATA number, because that'll affiliate you with Archer. But I will say this, Disney and Universal's theme park trainings are some of the most comprehensive in the industry. Disney's recertifications are much nicer because we don't have to go through the entire training. Again, however, Universal changes so much that we do have to go through the entire training every single year. So it's a pain. So plan on 4, 5, 6 hours for Universal every single year. But Disney can take you half an hour to an hour every year. You retake the newest College of Disney Knowledge exam, boom, you're recertified and pass it. Same thing with Universal, you have to pass it again for both. So, but does anybody have any other questions? Feel free to unmute, guys. I love hearing other voices other than just myself. Thank you, Holly. For those of you who are on Team Empire, I will be doing Teresa, go ahead and put down travel agent, travel advisor, whatever. Yeah, no problem, Claudia. Yeah, but for those of you who are on Team Empire, I will be the trainer on the Q&A on Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Teresa, what are your options? Does it give independent contractors an option? If it does, then use that.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, ma'am.
The options that it gives you for the title, so you can put travel agent for the role section,
Okay.
but all of these sections are mandatory. They have the red asterisks. It gives you administrative assistant, assistant director, assistant manager, associate, CEO, C-level, director, manager, president, supervisor, and vice president.
Associate.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Yeah, use associate in that case simply because, I mean, it's the closest thing, honestly. I mean, you could put yourself as a senior manager because you are the senior manager of your own agency, but just to make it easy and to get through the process, that's the way to do it. Yeah, no problem, Austin. Looking forward to seeing you in my other trainings. I will be for everybody. I will be starting to train again in November. So I know some of you have missed me. Cheryl, I'm sure, has missed me. I know Sarah and Harvo have. So I will be back in November, guys. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah. And guys, so are there any other questions here? If not, thank you all very much for being here. Again, my name is Mark Krebs. I'm a gold qualified consultant with Team Sunset, part of Team Empire, Team World Explorer, and Team Rising Tide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great rest of your evening.